My name was Clarence Frederick Gray when I was born there, and then I had 67 nicknames up till 1936, and then my name was changed to Sassafras King, and it went nationwide, Sassafras King, and in 1942 it was changed by DuPont Company to Catfish, man of the woods, from catching swimming more steps full of catfish, and 500 people was trying to get them, didn't get them, and I got them all. So I sold these fish at a DuPont plant for 25 cents a pound dressed, and that's why the DuPont Company named me Catfish. Boy, oh boy. Okay, I got a letter here from West Virginia, in essence, from Golly Bridge. That's out where I go get my herbs in the mountains at. Dear Mr. Gray, I am out of herbs. Uh-oh, now I gotta send him some more herbs. Send me another order. Mixed herbs, like you sent me before, and 2 bags of Queen of the Meadow. He wants something peppy sex up. That's what's the matter with that guy. Sassafras, yeah. Pennyroyal, ginseng, cyprium, sarsaparilla. Oh, that guy's wanting a. Oh yeah. I am getting slow in sex. Okay, I'll take care of that deal for you. Thank you. I will send you a check just as soon as I get the herbs. I put my stuff all in paper bags when I send it out, and then just put a band around the top of the paper bag and put their address on the paper bag and send her through the mail like that. And people said that there was the funniest looking way to mail stuff they ever did see, but so far I never had any mistakes of getting the herbs sent that way. They've all really went through, and I always got my money back from all of them. People send me the money back real good, too, when I'm sending my herbs out. I better get my mail put up, I expect. Yeah, I got some letters over there I want to show you. Just a minute. Now, this letter's over here is one where they want me to get the devil out of them. This one here's from Huntington. And here's one here from Oakfield, New York, where 2 different ladies, it's sisters. One of them feels real good and lost weight, and another one feels real good and lost weight, too, after taking my bitters. I get mail from all over the whole world. I've been getting some of it from over Italy and some from India and Germany and Spain, France, and England. And had people visit me from all them places, too. Now, the mail, get an awful lot of it from Washington, D.C. and California and Florida and Virginia Beach. Get a lot of it from Virginia Beach. I got everything from 7-year-old kids to, I even got them ain't hardly big enough to talk, come up to me, Catfish, I want something to make me sleep good. And then I've got old people that can't hardly talk at all. They're so old, 98 and 100 and some along in there, comes to me buy herbs yet. And they buy herbs, still trying to make herself young again, which go have a job of doing when they're that old. But now, it helps them. It really helps them when they're real old like that. It helps them a lot. Just what I do is spend on Monday and Tuesday in the woods usually. Some other times out in the woods like today, and I just hitch out in the woods for a little bit. Then back in again, and back out again, and back in again. Or any place whenever, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday afternoons, I stay close enough to the house so I can hear a horn blow, 3 longs and 3 shorts, and that way the people calls me at the house to sell herbs to them when they come, and that gives me a chance to break the woods a bit all week long.
Hi. Catfish?
How you?
Good.
Who are you?
Tim Wildermuth from Indiana.
Oh, you're one that comes to go with me this summer in the woods and get these herbs, ain't you?
Yeah, really.
You was here last summer for 3 days.
Yeah, down
Okay, and your sister, yeah? Okay.
You going out to the woods?
Yeah, we're going to the woods now. It's in a few minutes.
Okay, fantastic.
This here's a pretty day for going to the woods. It's a real pretty day to go out and get herbs and things.
There's horseweed there, and one lady asked me if horseweed cured rheumatism and arthritis, and I told her sure. I said horses eat it, and they don't have rheumatism and arthritis. There's big bitter alum. Look at that big thing. Ain't that a whopper old spread out outfit?
Uh-huh.
Here's your lind tree, and the bark off the lind tree is a lot like slippery elm to use. That's about the next best thing I know of to use like slippery elm. Tim, I got a story I'll tell you that's a pretty rich one. I had 14 heart attacks in 7 years in 1954 to 1961. And Indian come from after doctors give me up to die and said ain't no hope for me after doctoring me for 7 years. And the Indian come from Durham, North Carolina, that's what he told me, and brought me a handful of pepsis away and told me that that would cure me in 6 months if I would take it and make tea out of it. And he was from Indian settlement in Durham, North Carolina. But he walked coming out of the woods to my house now, and how he got to the woods. But anyway, he said boil that in 2 quarts of water down to a quart and strain it and put it in the frigidaire and take a teaspoonful of it morning and noon and night. And he said in 6 months you'll be cured, and in 5 months I was cured. And when the Indian left, he said to me, I go, and he just turned around and took off and just went. My heart never gave me more trouble after 1961, and this is 1974 now, I think. Is this 74? Okay, this is a locust that was a plague put upon old King Pharaoh for trying to keep the children of Israel from leaving Egypt whenever that Israelites was supposed to leave Egypt because of their terrible slavery that was put upon them. And God put this plague on the King Pharaoh. And these here locusts have W on the wings. And it was on there when the First World War was. And these locusts sings all the time when they come out of their shell till they die from laying after they lay the eggs. Pharaoh, Pharaoh. When I'm out in the woods digging ginseng, or I need something real bad. I need ginseng real bad now. But I need something else too, a lot worse. And he knows what I need, and I didn't know. Didn't think of it at the time. And so I'll be praying for God to help me find ginseng, and all at once I ram into another thing like maybe angelica, or maybe it's bittersweet, or just hard to tell what it is, but whatever it is that I need real bad, he'll bounce me in a big patch of that, and I'll dig that. Still going to hit on hunting for my ginseng. After a bit, I'll pop into a ginseng patch, not always, but sometimes. And I dig as hard as I can dig ginseng, and there'll be an awful patch of it, and I dig just lay it to it. And it rained me out. And there's a lot of ginseng around me yet. Then I come to house. Then I go back to dig that ginseng again another time where I didn't dig. And there ain't none there. Now, think we can find it? Yeah, it should be okay. Oh, 3 prongs. Here's 2 prongs and 3 prongs too. Right here, 2 prongs, see? Right here. There and there. Okay. This is a ginseng, 3-prong, and this one is one that the Chinese use so much, and this is for eyes, nerves, brain, heart, kidneys, and restores the sex 1/3. And it must be in the ground 100 feet deep. We ain't even got nothing here, have we? Oh gosh! Wait a minute, let me see if I can find that root. Something's the matter somewhere. Oh, that's something, ain't it? Ain't that a little, oh, look at that. Ain't that a something, Ruth? Look at that.
What is that? Does each notch on there represent a year of growth?
Yeah.
Each notch on the stem?
Yeah.
About how old is that one, you suppose?
See, it's been from clear down here up to there. Them's all notches.
Uh-huh.
And that there is, you boil 1/4 of an ounce of this in 2 pints of water down to a pint and strain it and take a teaspoonful each night before you go to bed, and that's great nerve medicine. And it is a sex restorer, and it's good for just a lot of other things that I never even mentioned. It's really great medicine, this is. Hey, look at that. Boy, oh boy, there's a whale of a whopper of a big one.
How old do you suppose
Look at
that
that.
one is?
That there one? That there about 20 years old. About 20 years old.
Look here, here, another nice one. Look at that. Here.
Yeah. Really.
Get him. Another nice. Oh, boy. We're really getting her, ain't we, huh?
For sure.
Boy, this here stuff is scarce and hard to find, and you just look what a pile we got right here now, would you? Ain't that a big bunch over? Look at that. If I ever make a fella a fortune in a few years, I'm going to leave it a one prong in there. Let him start a new patch someday. Here, listen here. Just put him back.
Yeah.
Just put him back in there. Just put him back in here and let him go. See here now, here's 3 right there now. See that?
Another big one.
Hey. Look at that old feller, would you? Hey, look how twisted that is. Look at that. Ain't that funny how out there sits like that? Look at the leaves, how shiny underneath. Look at that.
Will the seeds be right here in the middle then?
Right in the middle of the seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When does the flower come
look
out
here.
on those?
Take a little bite of that there. Make you really feel real good. See here? Here. Just break it off. Here. Put it in your mouth.
A little bit bitter.
Yeah, but that's all right. That's good. Now, okay. Look here. What I do a lot of times is just like this here. Go ahead and put it in the sack now.
I'll be darned.
This here bloodroot.
What's it used for?
This here is to cure boils and impetigo, and it's for to cure. Can't think of what the name of that is now. I'll tell you now. This is for to purify blood if anybody got boils and impetigo and blood poison, and for gonorrhea. It's first cure for gonorrhea, and then it's good for syphilis. It cures syphilis complete. And boil it in 2 pints of water, 1/4 of an ounce of it, dried. Strain it and put it in the Frigidaire. Take a teaspoonful each day.
Pretty good sized roots.
Here's some of this here. Oh, ginger there. No, that's all bloodroot there. Well, guess we might as well move on. There's the limb of the red alum. That's the tree that you get the bark off of for the slippery elm knife that makes the lubrication for all the parts of the human body, even cause sinus and asthma and bronchial tube trouble to be more flexible and nicer, cured easier, heart pump goes easier and everything. And it has a nice great big leaf on it. Looks like umbrella. The bark off the root of this here is what makes the... Look how thick that bark is. Here.
Is that the slippery part? Will you cut the root itself up and use that too?
Here. Put that in your mouth and chew it. Yeah. This here is really the slippery part here, but you're going to take the outside of the bark off and use the inside, see?
Feels like it's got a lot of mucus in it.
It is.
Yeah. It's real slick.
It's got a good taste to it. That's for upset stomach, gas on the stomach, ulcers, hemorrhoids, hardening arteries, these things, snake bites, poison ivy, itch. Take corn off your toes, make the girl's skin nice and flexible and softer, and take old people's got wrinkles in the face, and take the wrinkles out of the face. Take calluses off your feet. They use it in covered wagon wheel days to grease the wagon wheels with so they could go through the desert easy by putting water on.
Ooh, there's a wasp.
That's all right. Go ahead and get him. It won't hurt him.
Yeah, but I don't want to get stung by a wasp.
It won't sting you, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Come on now. Come on. You're a good boy. You're pulling backwards on him. If you pull it on the other side, it'll come out easy, see? Just hold still. There's a wasp fly back up there. He's up there now. Come on. Yeah. Now it's a black snake, and it's a male. And it just come here a few days ago. I only seen it one time.
How can you tell it's a male?
The spots.
Oh.
The
female all black?
Yeah, females is all black.
He's going to get away from him.
He might not.
He's really even-tempered. He's not really trying to bite or anything.
Mm-hmm. You get a hold of him now. He's here. Take him back over there again. Yeah.
Hey there.
Whenever I see one in the woods, I never do kill black snake or anything like that. And if a copperhead is really not trying to bite me or something like that, I even let it go. I just go and leave it be. Because snakes is in this big world, and this is a big round world, and it's got room for all kind of animals and people and everything. And so they're just still a nice little thing. It's beautiful that God made to beautify the world with. And I even enjoy running on to black snakes in the woods and things like that when I'm out digging ginseng. I even think I got company when I got one around me. This here is an Indian herb tonic made up of the Indians that got 15 different kinds of herbs in it, and it's a pepper upper and good for everybody for about every kind of a heal or whatever you want to call it. For rheumatism, neuritis, arthritis, bursitis, high blood pressure, dropsy, gallstones, kidney stones, fat, overweight, and 2/3 heart trouble. And this is, you boil it in 2 quarts of water down 1 quart and strain it and put it in the fridge there. Take a teaspoon in the morning and at night. Now, in this here it has ginseng, yellow root, yellow perilla, sarsaparilla, wahoo, slippery elm. It's got peppermint, and it's got 5 cancer cures in it. It's got 3 nerve medicines in it. It's got, in fact, in 2.5 hours, well, in 2 days you're rid of rheumatoid arthritis, and in 2 weeks you're rid of diabetic, which is sugar diabetics, or high blood pressure goes down to natural normal. Angelica, oh, there's that there, wasn't that? I tell you while ago, it's a substitute for ginseng. It's really a picker-upper and pepper-upper and eyes, nerves, brain, heart, and kidneys, and restores the sex 1/3. That's really a great, that's a really a dandy right there. Now, this here's a plant that grows about 7 feet high and 4 inches in diameter at the ground, and I got a bushel of roots off of 1 root last winter. A bushel of just roots off 1 root, and I sold that thing in about 3 weeks, that whole root. What's your birthday?
March the 8th.
March the 8th, okay, down the here. Now, here's where you're at, your Pisces. Now, perfect match. If you'd marry a perfect match, is straight across from you, which is Virgo, see? That's August 23rd. August 23rd till September 23rd, see? Now, you get your second best match by jumping over this here one here, which is Aries, and you get Taurus. Taurus, yeah, that there's from April 20th to May 21st, so that'd be one of your second best, and then over here another second best for you is from December 21st to January 20th. That there's your second best. Now, when people get the perfect match, one out of, each person gets 1 perfect match when they don't know what their signs are. Now, and 2 get the second best matches. And the rest of them you dump in the garbage can. Now, but you got some third best matches. Here's 1 third best match for you here. And another third best match for you is Cancer. Now, and if you marry somebody in your own sign, you can't talk to them and they can't talk to you because they know what you know. See, you're born right in the same sign they are. And so if you say something to them, they say, I know. And if they say something to you, you say, I know.
Okay, like right now, I'm Steve. He's Leo, you know.
I know.
Not my first,
that's
second,
right.
third.
Now, I tell you, he only just love, that's all he is, just bundle of love, see. Now, what you got to really come up against those this year. Let me see. Yeah, see. Now, hey, come here. Hey, come here.
God.
Hey, come on. Come here. Feel her on that arm. Now feel him up here on his arm. Come over here and feel his arm right up under his. No, feel it, be sure. See how warm? He's a lot warmer, see? Now, that's well, when you're both in the same house, you'll be wanting the door shut and the fire turned up, and he'll be wanting the fire turned down and the door open to keep him cool for. That's what comes along. And the only way to adjust this thing is you're going to wear more clothes or he's going to wear less clothes, and you don't have to turn the fire up and down. See, that's what I was getting at. That there's going to be a gauge in your way so you can both live in the same house with the doors the same. See, you're going to wear more clothes or he's going to wear less clothes. So that you just turn the fire to one heat and leave it like that and leave the doors shut or wherever you go. That way you don't have to be gauging the door open to get you all froze up or to get him cooled off. See what I mean? Now, okay, now like this here. Okay, now then, you got another chance at it like this. Let's go at it like this. Now, him being off just sign to you. He's not adjusted to your sign now, see, I mean. So we're going to do like this now. In order to, in sex deal comes like this a lot of times. One be faster in sex than another and slower. The one that's the slowest in sex, take the baking soda and that brings them to even match. In the summertime, eat things that won't stand to freeze, like corn, beans, freeze down real quick when the frost is. All right, now, them you eat in the summer keep you cool. In the wintertime, eat the things that will stand to freeze, like beets, carrots, and things like that will stand to freeze and stand the ground. That keep you warm, see. It's really warmer, keep your blood warm. An old cow will go out and she'll eat wild onions just a purpose to keep her blood real warm in the wintertime. And fern blades, them both do that. Now, and where she's eating hay, I'd just right out of the barn of all kinds of stuff, she'd stay cooler a lot more and freeze maybe and shiver like this whenever it's a cold day. Well, if she eat the onions and a fern blade, she just lay there and the sweat roll off over and the steam roll up in the air. So, let me see, huh? See if it's white. Now watch it, everybody. See here? Everybody looking? Looky now. See it white? Mm-hmm. Now if that stays white long enough for you, say, catfish, man of the woods, you're 1/4 water. So,
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Be glad of that. Now let me see. I want to see a minute. You've got a little bit of fat in you. See, that's how you check a fat. Look up under the chin. That's how it's. Now, I want to ask you a question or two. Do your kidneys act more than 3 times a day?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, now that whenever you take a baking soda, 1/4 teaspoonful each night before you go to bed between supper time and bedtime, that take that water out of you, that take a sugar out of you, let the fat disappear, see. Make you feel real
I'd
good.
rather stay where I am.
All right, now,
Take out like
wait a
that
minute.
stuff.
Take my bitters and boil a bag of that, get 2 quarts of water down to a quart, strain it and put it in the refrigerator and take a teaspoonful morning, noon, and night, and you'll feel like $1 million just in a week. Hey, I'll tell you what I'll do.
What?
I'll give you a bag of it if you'll take it.
I'm afraid to, really I am.
Oh, you poor little scared to death thing. You.
Yeah.
Hey, I wish to. Well, do this. You won't be afraid to do this. Drink the lemonade, lots of it.
Okay.
And drink sassafras.
Okay.
Okay, now. God made the nose. He made the mouth to talk with. He made the ears to hear with, and the hair to put in the head for covering, and arms to work with, fingers to work with, toes to work with, and he made their sex. And I think it's great that he made the sex, and he made it for good purpose, and he's not said very much in there nowhere how to use the sex. He just leave that up to each individual to use his sex. But he does do this. He requires that people worship him in spirit and in truth. All right, now there's a great requirement that he does desire. If they would do that thing, sex is their own. They can do with it what they will do with it. I don't see why people want to make such a dirty thing and filthy thing out of sex when it's just as great as the nose or the eyes or the ears or any of these other things is. In fact, it wouldn't be nothing made dirty about it if it wasn't for money getting to the guys who can run out and say, "Here, I got you. I got you." That's the thing. What makes sex be so dirty is because they made it dirty just to get money from a deal, because they know people's going to be having sex somewhere, somehow, all the time, too. That's just people who grew old and out by themselves that started this thing of being afraid of seeing somebody's naked body a little bit, which a lot of clothes I've seen on people look worse than the naked bodies to me, right in the cities, too. I'd just rather see anybody naked than see them stripped off just all but just a little tight keen thing on between the legs and a little bit of titty covers. I really would. I ain't kidding you a bit. I'd rather just see the whole body, because daggone it showed everything they could show through those cloths, and they feel a lot better if they could just be free, you know that?
Yeah, we're all the same anyway.
Right, there ain't no difference between people. Gosh, didn't have no clothes on when they got here, and they ain't going to have none on when they go away from this country. Might have some on the old dead clay body, but ain't going to be none on the people that's going to go away. And they'd come here without any clothes, and the first thing that ever been seen was everything they had. So I think it would be nice just to, there wouldn't be near so much shame going on around amongst people if everybody would just be free and skinny dip. And, well, that's a great thing. Gosh sakes, I have more fun of skinny dipping than I do digging ginseng and roots and herbs and stuff. You know that? Well, I think it's the greatest fun it is. And feel free. You can't go and swim with a bunch of clothes on and feel like nothing. You got to go in without any clothes on if you're going to feel like you're going to get a bath or something, or enjoy that water. That's what's nice. When the water's against your skin, not a bunch of clothes wet against you, sticking to you. Why, pride is the thing what did that. Now, I'll tell you one thing.
hippies really broke up a lot of that their pride and took style clear out of the way, and I'm glad they did it too. And hippies is mentioned in the Bible, so God done told us ahead of time going to be hippies here, because it's mentioned in there that the hippies would come up on the earth in the last days, and they even told what they would do. If you ask me, it was in terrible worse shape before hippies got here than it was after they got here, because hippies just kind of breaking everybody down to a level, even standby. Ain't no high and ain't no low if they all would follow hippieism, and I like it. I think God was really great when he made just water. Just water. Ain't that nice? Just look at that. And when he just made air. And when he just made people. That was a real nice, great thing he did. And the earth from beyond. And fixed a way for them to be born again, to do his will, and still do their thing, and be happy till they die from this earth, to go to their new home, which they're going to have a new home one way or another someday. All right, now, if they can't get to the new home that is prepared for them hereafter, that's in new heaven and new earth, they just might as well just plain old flat-footed enjoy all the kin of this one here, and then just take that punishment when they start down on that long trail and say, well, I had a lot of fun back there when I was on the earth.